Hey, what's up, cuz? My name is Mike Remy, man, from Forest Park, Georgia. I like to think of myself as a thoroughbred, you know, aka a hustler. I mean, I could sell anything from weed, marijuana for you lames, to car parts. My Uncle Ray always told me, Mike, there's only one hustle you can be your love. So, mine was pool. Now, wait, I know what you're thinking, it's gonna be another pool story, but shorty, I promise, you ain't never heard a story like this. I was born in Columbia, South Carolina, man. July 19th, 1975. I mean, I don't know exactly where, but some of my elders said my mother died after having me in this institution. Well, let me be real with you, a nut house. Hell, I can remember vaguely living with an old black lady for a while before moving to Atlanta, Georgia with friends of the family, My dad, fuck him. I ain't never seen him. So, shit, it could be you for all I know. He was a rolling stone. Supposedly, my Aunt Dell and my mom was close, and she promised to take me in while Mama finished the rest of her time in the crazy house. But Mama died. Aunt Dell, she had a little girl named Stephanie and this pit bull named Doom. Steph was like 13 when I moved in. Hell, nigga, I was 5 years old. Aunt Dell, she worked for Bell South as a telephone operator by day, but shit, she was a trick by night. A hoe. Craze kept Ondell fly than a motherfucker, man. Craze was Ondell's pimp. Short, stocky brother. Always kept them pimp's hats with the feathers in it and shit. Ondell was his best girl, man. We lived on Main Street where them smackheads be walking by. We were walking distance to everything, anything you wanted. A lot of nights, me and Steph had to hold it down at the crib. Shit, Steph was hard, a real tomboy chick. And although, she was like 6 years apart, we learned quickly how to be a team, One night, Steph shot an intruder trying to break in the window. This nigga was tall with scars on his face, only had one eye. The other was straight white, no color dots. Ondell explained to the cops she didn't know where the gun came from. Steph had always told me whenever I yelled, man, she'd be there, You see, I saw the dude coming through the window and started screaming. And from that point on, man, me and Steph, shit, we was like real sisters and brothers. Man, I wish Ondell could have seen me graduate. But 3 days ago, the police found her body in the metal trash bin. They say trick deal gone sour, but me and Steph knew that Craze had something to do with it. Ondell had become a legend to the rest of these hoes. Craze had made her a madam. She started getting 40% of the action, and Craze 60% as long as she hooked the deal up. As usual, however, it don't take long for a real pimp start growing a motherfucking head and figure, the hell with a second wheel. He started cheating Ondell out the money, coming irate when she would question him about it. Shit, so Ondell decided to quit the game. She already put one of her babies through school. And shit, she made a lot of money on the side. She was tight like Nat Booty, man. Craze was cool with his game, but he knew enough of connects to stay paid, But, Ondell, shit, she started fucking, she started running numbers. I remember I was in the 8th grade, man. And by now, Auntie would make me and Steph collect the dough and place the bets. Steph was known as Quick Trigger, since everybody knew she killed that man years ago. So we rarely ran into any problems. Plus, we always had Doom with us, That motherfucking Pit was bad, boy. He ain't play. Things was good for a minute. Me and Steph stayed fresh and comfortable. But now I had seen so much different shit, from shooting dice to strip poker, man. Betting on Scully, you know what I'm saying? Scully, man, back in the days, a little clay in the J in the motherfucking jar top. You know what I'm saying? I was 13, but shit, I was fucking. I had my hands on dirty guns, jewelry, sometimes even dope as a trade, and when niggas didn't have the money to pay on Dell. 3 years went by, and one day I came home from school and Craze was there trying to persuade Aunt Dell to come back to the organization, Auntie said, hell no. Craze went to pimp slap her, but I stopped him. Looked at him and he realized the strength holding him back. He told me, boy, I used to feed your nappy-headed ass. Now you all hard. I just told him, shit, man, don't play crazy. Ain't no way you about to put your hands on my auntie, man. Do him a growl at his ass. Shit, I always kept doing with me. After Steph graduated, she still stayed with us, but she stayed gone. I think it was a cover-up so Aunt Dell wouldn't know that, Steph was a dealer. When we used to get dope as a trade, you know what I'm saying? This fool, I don't know, man. She sell the dope and give Aunt Dell her share of the tickets and keep the rest. Well, when I asked her what she doing, she always tell me, mind my business. She handling hers, and she was. I mean, she wasn't stingy or nothing. I mean, shit. Whenever I asked for some dope, she gave to me. But it's like I told you, I had different little hustles to keep, my own money. I had ways to keep my own shit going. Craze left that day swearing underneath his breath. Got in his little caddy L dog and peeled off. These confrontations, man, they went on until Auntie's death. I lost Steph the day Aunt Dell's funeral to the system. It's funny though, Auntie looked so real, and Steph couldn't handle the way her mom was slain and swore she was going to kill Craze when she saw him. And you know what, man? This stupid motherfucker show up at the funeral proclaiming how sorry he was. When Steph saw him, she ain't hesitate. Went in her Louis Vuitton bag, man, and bust that nigga like 6 times before I could stop her. When the police arrived and the ambulance, Craze was already dead right there next to the auntie's coffin. Shit, the police apparently had a warrant for Craze's arrest in connection with auntie's death. All of a sudden. Now they had a homicide instead. As far as I was concerned, any motherfucking thing would have did for their ass, Shit. It's like they didn't like Steph because she got away with that murder before, and she was always and they knew she was in the dope game. I mean, they always come into the house asking me and Auntie if we seen her. So Steph pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 10 years, man. She did four probation period, How's that for late justice? Hey, dude. My Uncle Ray decided to stay with me at the house after the funeral. Uncle Ray was a pimp from Harlem, man. That nigga was wanted for everything. Murder, gambling, robbery. But he always managed to get away. He was Aunt Dell's only brother. She always say Uncle Ray wasn't his real name, but she never told us what it was, so the name Uncle Ray stuck with him. I loved Uncle Ray. I mean, he was the closest male figure I could mimic, always had the latest shit. When I was 10 years old, I could remember this nigga dancing to Teddy Pendergrass, 8 tracks, for the grown-ups. Yeah. So when he asked if he could stay, I was honored to have him around, Hell nah, I'm 18 years old. I got a high school diploma. Nigga, I'm in the trap selling weed, 10 motherfucking dimes for $70, man, bundles. Man, before Steph got locked up, she finally broke down and told me where her other place was and where the loot was. I mean, like she knew she was finna do something stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong, hell, I wanted to get crazed too, but shit, I mean, I'm saying, man, Steph sold a dope head. She could've had a junkie bust that nigga for a rock, and she'd still be right here. Whatever the case was, I was living like Steph for a minute, going back and forth from Steph's crib to Auntie's. Every now and then I help out with the whole selection with Uncle Ray. He say, "What up, Big Mike? You ready to learn how to pick a thoroughbred?" Sometimes, nigga, we be there for like with 20 hoes in the house at a time, trying different outfits and shoes and high heels and low keys, stilettos, and Uncle Ray would buy. He would tell me, hey, shit, you feel like slaying like 8 of these motherfuckers? Blow some of that hash and pass out. Shit, man, Uncle Ray was cool, man. I mean, he always told me it was one rule. He was like, hey, don't never fuck with a hoe on that blow, boy. I used to see him beat a bitch down and throw her ass the fuck out for asking about that C4. C4 is powder, for y'all, trying to get educated, Hey, C4 is powder. All the women that worked for Uncle Ray was either lawyers, doctors, nurses, and women working 2 jobs. His pimping was advanced. I mean, he got women he felt was strong to help him score in quantity. Paid them a little more than they used to in order for them to, seduce whoever or whatever the situation. I mean, he told me how he used to know this dime piece who worked in the bank and how they worked the bank and now he got overseas chilling. I thought that shit was genius, man. Anyway. that Tuesday afternoon, everything in my life changed. I mean, one of my homeboys had dropped me off, and when I got to the crib, I could see Uncle Ray yelling at some niggas in a uniform. As I got closer, I realized it was some recruiters trying to convince my uncle that the military was the best option. Man, I hurried my ass over there for my uncle start whipping their ass. I said, hey, cuz, I'm not interested in no armed forces. Leave, or I'm gonna let Doom get at your ass. I only took the test because it got me out of school quick, you know, early. Turned out though, I scored a high score on it, and these recruiters was on my dick. Over the course of the years, prior to Auntie's death, you know, we wound up getting like this 8-foot slate table, man. We kept in the basement. Me and Steph would play each other to death, arguing about the rules. Steph used to make me do push-ups instead of 50. That's why Craze noticed the strength. The nigga was solid, bruh. I mean, anyway, I used to invite some of my soldiers on the corner with me to gamble. You know, shoot dice, play pool. I only rolled with 3 niggas, man. You know, Clean, Darryl, and Big Peep. My man Clean was that nigga, man. Always used his head. He was tall. And nobody in here ever tried him, but when it was time to get physical, that nigga was down like 4 flats. Down, well, my fault. He stole a bike back in junior high and crashed it after a police chase and left him paralyzed from the waist down. He rolled in a motherfucking wheelchair, man. He was cooler than a fan, though. And Big Pete, that was our enforcer. That nigga was like helping his dad back in the day bounty hunt. Shit, he kept the new gats. Gats is guns, fofo, guns. One day I was walking down for Auburn Ave, and when these niggas was trying to rob me, all I heard was firecrackers, but a little louder than firecrackers, you know. I looked up, and there was Big Pete. He had done laid all them niggas down, ran to me and said, "You straight, nigga?" I heard what happened to Aunt Dell, and me and my dad took the case on the strength and gave the data to them boys. I got your back, Big Mike. I never really understood why he would call me big when that nigga was like a giant to me, but, you know, fuck it. I never questioned it neither, you know. I always spanked their ass in pool. I would lose half my dough on dice, but win that motherfucker back on some non-ball. You know, Steph had me sharp, but I never thought about becoming no hustler in this shit. Till one day my Uncle Ray came downstairs, peeped me waxing the fella's ass on the table. I guess he never realized that, you know, that I could play. I never realized that shit. Uncle even saw me play. And that nigga lost it. Boy, nigga, you know how good you could be, nigga. You sitting on a motherfucking gold mine. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, boy, you just don't know. I can get you hooked up in some of these big boy tournaments. I mean, man, how can I play? You gotta be like 21, I'm 19. I play pool for me. Uncle Ray wouldn't even let the shit go. You know, he offered me $500 to go with him and shoot pool. All my niggas looking at me like, man, you better take that shit. So I agreed. First night I went, my homies couldn't roll. Uncle only rolled with hoes, you know. And the exception to me, we were like kinfolk. We pulled up at the Glenwood Bowling Alley. Man, bitches was everywhere. Cats got their own sticks. You know, I just looked at my uncle confident face and I knew what I had to do. Shit, I couldn't let this nigga down. I mean, he tell me, hey boy, I'm finna get you set up. He went to some dude and came running back, put his arm around me, talking about, let's do it, Big Mike. I told him, no, where my ends? Shit, he pulled the hundreds out, handed me my money and said, all right, nigga, your first game is $500. Let me see how bad you need it. I'm thinking, this motherfucker. How you gonna promise me $500 and shit? Then give me the $500 and I gotta bet the same $500. That nigga was on some shit. But shit, you know, this nigga bumped into me anyway. Some old dude look real wedge, you know what I mean? Telling me, man, I'm finna wipe the table with your little chillin' ass. And I'm like, look, cuz, don't bump me again. Let's just play. You know, all right. Hell, these tables were like what we had back at the crib. So as soon as I lifted the back, that nigga was busting the balls. I mean, I was a little nervous because, you know, shit, this nigga wasn't missing no shots. Solid he was. I was stripes. Motherfuckers all spread out. But he missed the 8-ball. Yeah, you know, I cleaned his ass up, man. My uncle was so excited, screaming that, and I could see the gleam in his eyes. I went on that night, nigga, I made like $5 grand. you know, shit got my dick sucking and everything. And when he left, Uncle Ray told me never to come back here without him. That was the first night I saw that this pool shit for what it really was, a gift. A motherfucking art, man. I mean, I brought Uncle Ray a grand, but he told me to keep it and take my boys out, because I would need them later, because we going to another spot. So I'm like, so we gonna keep doing this shit? He's like, what you think, player? Steph gonna be out in 2 more years. I want y'all to own something. Shit. I'm like, that's right, shit. We get the hell out of Georgia, man. You know what I mean? Shit, try to get this bread. You know, he like, nigga, she ain't raised you to, you know, for 18 years. You know, for you to be out here with this bullshit. And I'm like, I felt him, you know. I didn't even know what my mama looked like. And I dealt with, you know, she showed me pictures, but, you know, I never really seen her. So, you know, Uncle was right. You know, it was the right thing to do. Get this money, you know, get Steph out of there when she come out and we move out, man. You know what I'm saying? The money I make from the numbers be pretty good. But I used to maintain it, you know, with my bills to stash the money away for Steph when she got out. This money could be legitimate business. Hopefully bring structure to all our lives, man. Hey, dog, me and the team, we travel with Uncle Ray to different pool halls. Tight Pockets, Biller Station, Central Station, and a whole lot of hole-in-the-wall clubs. I mean, I used to love the hole-in-the-wall spots, man. I always made the most money there. Every club we went to, oh shit, I broke the team with at least 1,000 to 2,000. Shit, you know, clean stacked this dough to attend barber school. You know what I mean? He wanted his license to own his own shop one day. He used to hook us up with them tight fades back when we was in school. Down, shit, he tricked his money off with them hoes, you know what I mean? We all knew that it was stupid, but shit, D couldn't fuck no more. None of us knew, you know, what that was, you know, to go through that. So we just made a pact that we always look out for him. Big Peep, shit. He used his dough to move bricks to that shit in Mechanicsville, man. One of the hardest traps in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, look, I wasn't nobody's daddy. I mean, my favorite phrase for a motherfucker was "do you." Shit, Steph will be out in a year, and if she don't fuck up in there, I wanted to tell her what was going on out here since she been locked up. I mean, when I started this pool hall shit, you know, I started missing my visits with Steph. She would write me and curse me out because, you know, the phone wouldn't collect calls. So here I am back at the prison visiting my big sister, explain what's been going on. When I get inside, the guard tell me that Steph has requested me to go on the fuck trailer. Now keep in mind, you know, Steph wasn't my biological sister. I mean, I didn't know what to think. I mean, when they brought her in, I said, Steph, what's up with this? And she grabbed me and put my finger on my mouth, and she was like, Mike, I need some. And you all I can trust. And I'm like, shit, you know what I mean? You know, we ain't really blood, nigga, I want you. You know, Steph was fine. I mean, she had a built body, small waist, and a thick ass. I know she been fighting them hoes off in here. But when I used to think of her like that in the past, you know, I felt guilty. But now she telling me she loved me. I don't know. Shit. I always had love for her, so, you know, before I knew it, we was fucking. I started sucking her breasts, and she grabbed my dick and jacked on it until it was hard, you know. No more feeling guilty. To me, this felt right, and she felt right. She came on me like 5 times, man. Afterwards, I explained to her what I've been doing with Uncle Ray. She was happy. I mean, she knew Uncle Ray was family. She was like, I knew something was up with you, nigga. I ain't heard from you. When I heard you was coming here to see me, shit, I wanted to show you how I felt. These hoes in here crazy. My rep followed me in here, though. You know that already. Well, nigga, I'm down for whatever you for whatever and wherever you be. That's what she used to tell me, you know. So she's like, hold it down, Big Mike. I gave Steph a kiss before I left, and she was like, hey, Mike, you know you came with me. I ain't on the pill. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I know, but the truth was the shock of Steph even feeling like this way for me fucked me up, y'all. I mean, if she got pregnant, I'm gonna have to just step my game up. You know, Uncle Ray, man, this nigga had an emergency call and had to go out of town to Chicago. Told me he would be back in 2 weeks. Told me not to pool hustle until he came back. I mean, I had the numbers, you know, running smooth, y'all. Shit. I know I had to cut the time off a little earlier because, you know, these motherfucking cops, man, they starting to get greedy. But I felt I was nice enough to handle the tables without Uncle Ray. I mean, shit, I was the one breaking the balls, not his fresh ass. I called a meeting among the fellas to discuss, you know, us rolling and pool hustling. Dal told me straight up, you know, and that nigga was like, man, your uncle ain't been gone a fucking week. And you already want to do some fuck shit. Usually it was on after that. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You riding around here all day tricking with these bitches. How the fuck you think you get to do that? I mean, for real, I mean, I'm pulling, if it wasn't for this pool, you wouldn't be doing that. You like, man, fuck you. I ain't never asked you to do this shit for me, nigga. You know, Big Peep, he usually would interrupt and be like, yeah, nigga, but you ain't never turned shit down. And Clean would tell him, shit, nigga, don't even act like nobody else even remotely give a fuck about your crippled ass besides us. Just let me know and we'll stop fucking with you. Yeah, then I'll be like, my bad, folk. I know y'all my real family. I'm down with whatever you need. Clean and Big P was always down with whatever I was with. But Dad always made me think, even if it wasn't for a minute. I mean, he could just catch a second chance. You know, I'm saying that's another reason why I had to get it. You know, I might be able to buy decent legs so he could walk again. You know, at least till before he leave the world. I mean, that night, shit, we went to Glenwood Bowling Alley and immediately we ran into some brothers I played throughout different tournaments. Where's your bodyguard, Big Mike? My nigga, I don't need no bodyguard, cat. I'm real with mine. I came to shoot pool. We can handle whatever animosity you have for me with these sticks, nigga. What I look like, a motherfucking fool? Nigga, we don't know you. That's what Big Peter tell him, you know. So back the fuck up, chump. Be easy, young Peter. I don't want no trouble. I used to roll with your dad back in the day. And Peter tell that nigga, look, nigga, I don't know you. Don't know you. So bounce. Alright, but look here, Big Mike. I got 10,000 right now that you can't beat my partner over there in some 9-ball. I mean, nigga, you trying to call me out? You think Uncle Ray in here? I can't handle that? Boy, if I thought you couldn't handle it, I wouldn't put the bread down. That's what he said, you know. And what the fuck is up? There ain't no way I'm gonna let this arrogant son of a bitch call me out. I had 10,000 in my socks, easy. Look, cuz, if you lose, it'll be 10,000 plus $500 for each ball that's left on the table. Black top, nigga. Agreed. Clean come over here and ask me, folk, you know what you doing? And I'll be like, nigga, I got this. Buddy, I was playing name was Carlito Sanchez. I remember thinking to myself, the last name sound familiar, but shit, fuck it, I need the dough. We shook hands like players and Buddy broke off. You know, he had a nice stick, gold and white with the wide mouth tip. I never bought my stick, but nigga, I always had dough. I always felt like it wasn't the stick, it was the driver, nigga. I walked and grabbed my stick. It was like people stopped their game and began to gather around our table. I lost the chance to go first, so Carlito broke the balls and it was on, nigga. He hit the 1 through 6 before I finally got the chance to shoot. But his last shot left him with the 7-ball in front of the 9-ball. And I'm thinking, shit, I'm finna clean up on his ass. Clean came to me and said, yo, nigga, I can't find Dow. I'm like, nigga, what you mean you can't find Dow? I mean, is this nigga in a fucking wheelchair? Look, folk, I ain't that nigga keeper. Hey, cuz, I'm saying, man, can I shoot this motherfucking shot? I mean, you and Big P go handle that. Meanwhile, Carlito was getting anxious. Come on, cabrón. I'm like, nigga, chill out there, La Jolla. I'm fixing to get it to you. Shit. Big Petey Clean walked around the spot looking for D. I went ahead and put Carlito out his misery. I called 7 to the 9-ball corner pocket, nigga. Let the stick loose and bang. Made the shot. You know what I'm saying? Banking on that motherfucker. That cat daddy rushed up to me, talking about, shit, here you go, Mike. Here's 10,000, 1,000 for the last 2 balls left on the table. Everybody was cheering for me, acknowledging I was the man. Somebody in the crowd told me I was in trouble, that I was framed, that my life was in danger. It's funny because as soon as he said that, that's when I realized who the fuck Carlito was. This nigga was Mafia, nephew of Fidel Sanchez, the Mexican cartel. I heard a lot of sirens going on outside. I was getting ready to leave. Big Petey Clean ran to me as I came outside. They like, Mike, they killed D. They killed D, nigga. Somebody threw Daryl from the motherfucking building. I started shouting, D. I'm sorry, nigga, I ain't realize who he was. Big P ran back in the club to see if he could find that cat daddy who set me up. Or Carlito, but both them motherfuckers were gone. They killed my boy, man. I can't fucking believe this shit. Somehow, $11,000 don't mean shit to me now. Clean stayed with Daryl until they loaded him up on the ambulance. Me and P got warrants, so we couldn't stay. I didn't have a warrant, but I didn't want to explain how I got my money. That night, I got a phone call from Uncle Ray. I don't know how the fuck he found out so fast, but he was furious. Told me not to move till he get home. My life was in danger. Shit. He told me he would explain to me later. All I could think of was Carlito and that cat daddy killing my motherfucking man. I never seen Big P cry. All of us was pretty fucked up about this shit. I know I had to tell Uncle Ray about me and Steph so he can understand why I defied him. I mean, it wasn't like I was scared of this motherfucker or nothing, you know, shit. I just had a lot of respect for him. Nah, nigga, I'm lying. Shit, I was scared of Uncle Ray. 6 months done passed by, man, since I visited Steph. We talked several times on the phone, but you know, I took the block off the phone so I could hear her voice. You know, she didn't care about Uncle Ray knowing about us. It was 2 o'clock in the morning when the taxi cab came up. I could hear Uncle Ray's voice telling the cabbie things. He came in and I was waiting on the couch. He said, nigga, what the fuck was you thinking? Shooting against that mob motherfucker. I ain't know who he was. I mean, shit. His partner came to me. I told your stupid ass not to pool hustle until I came back. Look, I'm grown. I can make my own decisions, nigga. I mean, I don't need you to make money for me. No, but you apparently you need me to think for your dumb ass. You fell for the dumbest trick in the book, nigga. Now your homeboy dead, and if you don't get that money back with interest, they coming for me, you, Steph, and everybody else important in your motherfucking life. Boy, we gotta bust Steph the fuck out of jail. They gonna kill her. My Uncle Ray, she got 6 more months. What the hell are you talking about? Look, fool, you should have thought of that before you decided to get all motherfucking independent. Now listen, nigga, I got a motherfucking homie that is in the correctional officer in the motherfucking prison Steph in. He owed me a favor. The next day, Uncle Ray had arranged a visit with Steph. He told Steph about the situation and that she was gonna have to grab the correctional officer and gun and hold him hostage until they get out of there. Steph was pissed, but shit, she was pregnant, man, and she didn't want to die in jail for another motherfucker. Clean was outside in a rented Suburban, man. Big P had heat on deck. The plan was for Steph to get outside and both her and Uncle Ray get in the Suburban and ride out. Shit, Steph, she managed to do that, but I'm saying when she got that nigga outside, you know, shit, she put the gun to Uncle Ray's head and tried to get in, but the pig shot her, striking her ass in her ass cheeks. So I screamed out, Big P! Big P stopped busting out the back window. He caught one in the chest. Clean hit the gas and we was out. I mean, I had my car around the corner, so Clean let us out in the ride before the helicopter could follow us. Me, Steph, Uncle Ray, and Big P jumped in the ride, but Steph booty was bleeding. Big P arm was hit. Now him and Steph needed medical attention. Between Uncle Ray, Ho's money, and my money from hustling shit, we had enough to get to Lawrenceville Airport and go to Canada and stay some motherfucking folks, you know what I'm saying? Shit, not even a week, and I wanted to help Steph, but instead I made a fugitive 6 months before she could even get off papers, you know what I mean? Carrying my baby, my homeboy Dow gone, Big P got hit. Damn, I'm fucked up. I mean, I'm on my way to the airport. We heard on the radio that shit. The police have found a Suburban, but no driver, so I don't even know what happened to Clean. Shit, because I never heard from this nigga again. I mean, like shit, we got to the airport, the police had a roadblock going on. I knew this was all my fault, man, so I turned right on and went back to the back road, gave Steph like $60,000 that I had saved, you know. Uncle Ray had X amount of dough on him, man. I told Uncle Ray to drive to the back way to the airport, and I turned myself in. You know, Uncle Ray like, nigga, you sure? I'm like, Steph screaming, no. I'm like, shit, nigga. I didn't get broke. I didn't break you out so you can get your ass caught back in, you know what I mean? Shit, fuck that shit. So I'm like, yo, my mind made up. You know, this what's gonna have to be, you know, this it. So I told Uncle Ray to drive. I'll see y'all later. They left. I could hear Steph screaming for me, you know. But I ran the other way straight to the pigs, and all 30 of them cops drew guns on me. You know, I took mine like a soldier. Got charged with helping 2 fugitives escape. I never told them Uncle Ray and Steph was, because the truth was I didn't know. But I wouldn't have said shit if I knew. I mean, they never found Big Pete neither. I mean, I got charged with attempted murder also. I pled guilty and was sentenced to 20 years, do at least 10 before I was even eligible for parole. Yeah, nigga, first offense. Hey, dog. As I was shackled from my hands and my feet, wearing the black and white stripes like the old days, I wondered about Steph and Uncle Ray, you know? I mean, did they make it somewhere safe? Did Steph get into the hospital? I mean, did she have the baby? Was Big Pete with them? What the fuck happened to Clean? I mean, all these questions but no answers. And I mean, really, I could think about this shit night and day, but I don't need to worry about it. Keep fucking, right now, I need to keep the motherfucking sofa falling in the bathroom, you know, fuck it. When I finally reached the general population, it was like I've been in the street. I knew everybody in this motherfucker, either by running numbers or some fucking ghetto fabulous shit. Whoever didn't know me knew Steph or Uncle Ray, you know, so. Or Aunt Dell. I mean, I had no dick in the ass pass. Thank God, because later that night I watched them buff up niggas rape a motherfucker, man. I mean, watching a nigga lose his manhood is no pretty sight. I knew if I was gonna survive this shit, I would have to maintain my gangster status, nigga. I got it with some of my old connects on the outside and started hustling cartons of cigarettes, smuggling that weed. Then a couple of dirty cops get in on the action, you know the drill. In a month, I had like 30 soldiers down with me, man. One of my dogs from junior high was in here too, Monty Williams. Monty used to knock niggas the fuck out. One hitter quitter action. What up, folk? I never thought that they would get to you, Big Mike. I heard how y'all bust Trigger Figure out of jail and how y'all drove them niggas to safety, then turn yourself in so they can get away. I mean, that's some real G shit, nigga. The story he got is definitely the short version, but the point came across, so we kicked it hard, you know. Monty caught 8 years for armed robbery and aggravated assault. He hit this old white lady in the mouth with his gat, man. Police car just so happened to go by. The nigga didn't, you know, the nigga did his shit in broad daylight. He was a dumbass. But shit, he in here, shit, I'm in here. We all dumb, you know what I mean? Maybe that it was fucked up. Cause you know, shit, we got caught. I mean, we was both in here, you know. Shit, you know, we just had to change our way of thinking, I guess, you know. Anyway, I used to ask Monty if he ever heard anything about Clean or Peep. Surprisingly, he told me that he heard Clean caught some trip money and moved to Brazil. My cousin fly to Brazil to shoot porno flicks. Say he see that nigga Clean out there. That nigga got his own barbershop. I thought that nigga stopped playing. For real, nigga, yeah, cause you know everybody get their face. Used to get face from that nigga, man. Everybody know that nigga. I ain't know what to think. I mean, I know everybody had to do what they had to do. You know, got to get out of Dodge, but Clean got the dough to fly to Brazil and open up a motherfucking barbershop. Just didn't add up to me, you know what I mean? Anyway, 4 years went by. July 19th, 2001, I made another birthday, man. My dogs had rolled me some blunts, gave them to me at lunch, one at a time. Man, you know, in jail, birthday with 50 blunts in the cell. Shit, that's some G shit, nigga. Yeah, my team was strong and grew tremendously. The only friction I had was these fucking skinheads, you know. They wanted to rule and they hated niggas, but when I first got established in there, you know, I met with the leader of the skinheads and we agreed to run different zones because this motherfucker had himself some followers as well, willing to die for the cause like some fucking Arabs. I expected this shit. Just don't tangle in my shit. That cracker started getting jealous, wanted more territory, so you know, time and time we had race wars, and every time we be released from the lockdown, we lose soldiers, but as we lose, we both begin to gain soldiers, so hey man, it's been a minute, back and forth to the medic. Last couple, I was shanked slightly in my stomach. I got like 15 stitches, nigga. That's when I met Marissa. Yeah, she a police officer with a thick ass, nigga, Mexican bitch. You know what I mean? They had her guarding me 24/7 until I was well enough to return back to the general public. One night I asked Marissa to uncuff me to use the bathroom. I'm like, yo, you think I could rub that ass one time? She's like, that's your dream or something? Touch your pop ass. I'm like, nah, I'm a fan of these a lot more vivid than that. She smiled, so I got that vibe I was looking for, but shit, nigga, she was still a cop, you know. She uncuffed me and took my hand and put it on her breast. Told me she was willing to ride this dick if I promised. Motherfucker good. Like, yeah, I don't waste no time, you know. I had that ass bouncing out the air, you know. shit, this what we do. We going at it. You know, more than I thought about fucking this guy. You know, the more my dick got harder, you know. Marissa was Puerto Rican, man. 40 double D. I said Mexican, but really she was Puerto Rican, man. 40 double D with these big brown dripping boots, man. And the next morning came the other officers would try and hit on Marissa, but she wouldn't give them the time of day. Man, they would fuck with me saying, nigga, they ain't the kind of pussy you like no more. You fudge packing. Little did they know though, I was fucking their compadre. You fat black ass Barney fight. Me and Marissa was straight up. Just to fuck there. I mean, she wouldn't risk her job to get me out or nothing, but man, she would risk her job to fuck. I mean, she was a straight freak. When I returned to the cell, I mean, she would get me from time to time and uncuff me, take me to her private hiding spot to pull my pants off and just give me head. I loved it. I mean, anyway, later that day, my birthday, the guard told me, you know, so I had a visitor. Now, all the visitors I knew about because I arranged it, but I didn't arrange this one. So, you know, I'm like, who the fuck coming to see me out the window? I see this thick sister, caramel skin tone, jet black hair, looking at me like she know me. Hey, ma, I know you. She smiling, talking about, ain't you got a baby with trigger fingers? What you doing looking at me all up and down, nigga? Yeah, I don't know, girl. Who the hell are you? She asked me if it was too late to request to go to the fuck trailer. Now, first this chick was tripping about Steph and the baby. Now she wanted to fuck. And really, how the fuck she know me and Steph? When I talked to the guard, there was no problem except Marissa. I mean, but I really wasn't worried about her. Cause shit, I could deal with her. I mean, I had the 14-inch wide mouth, man. I mean, I could deal with her later, but right now, nigga, I had to know who was this chick that knew me, you know. So it was like we went inside, and I'm like, who are you? She quickly put her hand over my lips and say, it's me, baby, Steph. And I'm like, man, this bitch tripping with me. So I asked her quick, hey, tell me what's Uncle Ray's real name? And she said, fool, you know Aunt Dell never told us what Uncle Ray's real name was, so we never asked. And it was right then that I knew it was her. And when I grabbed her stomach, she told me she was fine, as if to say my daughter was alive and well. I told Steph which cop was dirty and that she needed to write me what's happening. All this time in Boston getting me to the cop, you know, let him give it to me. And she told me she loved me and whispered to me that Uncle Ray was dead and, you know, clean killed him. No way. She said she would explain later. Kissed me goodbye and left. I never received a letter from Steph. You know what I mean? Spent 2 years and another birthday. Oh, I'm more fucked up now than I was when I didn't know Uncle Ray and Steph was. Now I know Uncle Ray is dead. Clean killed him. But where the hell is Steph? Where's my baby? And when she came to see me, I needed an answer. And I wasn't going to find her in his cell. I started volunteering to work on the outside. You know, apply for work release programs. When I was a kid, I used to be an electrician helper for this white man from the hood named Sky Holland. Also an ex-NFL football player. We used to call him a versatile Oreo, white on the outside, black on the inside. He taught me a lot of different shit about wires and lights. I once helped him wire a 5,200 square foot house in Buckhead. No, it's a rich part of Atlanta. A warning sent for me to see him. No telling what he wanted with me. I've been here for 5 years and this motherfucker never even came visit me in a jail hospital. Fuck he want. When I got there, the warden had 2 drinks on the desk. I could smell the liquor, smell like some Grey Goose vodka. I could see the cranberry juice. He told me to sit down and take my glass, have a drink. I think we could help each other. I'm like, how's that? Well, I understand you have requested to work with each program. Like, yeah, that's right. Tired of this scenery. Said he could dig it. He also understood that I could shoot pool. Yeah, I used to dribble a little, but it's been a minute. You can understand that. Sure, yeah, I can understand, but your ability to still be able to play is the only way you're gonna get approval. I'm like, how's that? Do you remember a guy by the name of Carlos Sanchez? Yeah, he's the reason why I'm in this hellhole. Perhaps. I guess that's one way of looking at it. But he's my nephew-in-law. My wife's name is Maria Sanchez. I knew then what this was. I mean, If I wanted to stay alive, I had to at least hear him out. So what is it you need me to do? Look, don't think because I told you Carlito is my nephew that I love him. Because if that was the case, your black ass would have been dead. Since you beat Carlito, he thinks you're out the picture. He has been dominating the pool tables and pulling that mob shit on everyone. I mean, my son, he shot against that motherfucker 2 weeks ago. And my son beat him. And he had his goons break his legs permanently. Now he in a fucking wheelchair. Carlito hollering about to remind him of some crippled guy he threw off the building. I knew that motherfucker was talking about Dow. Man, Warden, get that nigga locked up. Don't be a fool. You in here because that mob shit scare you, right? Yeah, you got a point. So what you want me to do? I'm going to approve your work release program and you'll be assigned to a private pool hall accompanied by my personal officer. Her name is Officer Santiago. That was Marissa, y'all. How cool was that? There will be a global ball tournament in Athens in a week. Carlito already entered it. So will you. You will need to be a total of 30 people in order to play Carlito. But you must defeat Carlito. If I beat this dude again, what about my safety? He'll know where I'm at for sure, you know what I'm saying? Shut up, boy, let me finish. When you beat Carlito, your papers will get lost and my people will make a drop. And they'll drop you off wherever you want to go. Only one spot, nigga. So once you get dropped off, I'll be running for my life. Shit, but that's the only way I was going to be able to get to the bottom of what's going on with Steph, my seed, and clean. Perhaps even find Big Peep. Shit, I'm down. I'll shut him down, Warden. We shook hands. Thank you, Big Mike. I didn't have to have nothing on paper, you know, shit. But I was in a lose-lose situation anyway, so shit, I had to beat this spick. Yeah. Today, man. The water wasn't lying. He had Marissa escort me around. Marissa took me in her car, you know, we was off. She said, I didn't know you could even shoot pool, boo. Yeah, I do my best. She like, nigga, you better do better than your best. You better win for what I understand or you dead. Where I'm going to stay. With me, nigga, I told you, I live alone with my pig. When I got there at the house, shit, Doom ran out and came running straight to me. I'm like, hey, man, what the hell going on here? She's like, how the fuck you ended with my dog? You stalking me, bitch? She's like, first of all, your bitch, I got your bitch right here. She pulled a gun out, you know. Like, calm your ass down. 5 years ago, we raided a house on Main Street. But when we got there, we found some dope weed and blade hair. Well, you know him as Doom. That's his name, and your story makes sense to the part you said activity, what's going on there. No, the hell, I'm not wrong. We have surveillance tapes that were admissible in court that proves this. No, let me ask you, do you think you can let me see them tapes? Please, boo, I need to know about a friend who used to live here and I was under the impression that he was dead. Definitely not serving out the crib. Yeah, the house came up under Della Banks' mother, fugitive trigger finger, and she had a treacherous son named Big Mike. Wait a minute. And you Big Mike, I can't believe it. Who the fuck you was left selling that shit while you was in prison? Nobody had permission, man. I mean, you could believe that. Shit. Somebody just deboed my crib. That's why I got to see them tapes. She like, well, I'll show you them later, love, when we have time. Right now, you got to concentrate on winning the tournament. Get settled and change it to some pool gear. My orders are to take your ass to Babes and Fulton Industrial, and your table is already waiting for you. Shit, man, Babes was a strip club. They had a few tables, though, you know. We got there, the security let us right on in. I saw stars in there, chilling niggas, you know what I mean? The motherfuckers up there like Sammy Sam, the Hitman, and Sean Paul from the Young Bloods, and even that nigga that had the J's at my door, Mark the Coco, was there, you know. All type of hoes was in there, you know, sliding down the poles, giving lap dances, private rooms for more intense fantasy. Most of the time, it was more reality in them rooms, you know. My table had my name reserved on it, you know. I told Marissa to rack the balls, and I grabbed a stick and began to bust it up. Nigga, not even 2 seconds. Some job nigga stepped up to me with a $500 bet. Marissa stood up and quickly said, private session over here, but I told her, chill, shit. I needed to warm up, you know. Let's play, nigga, you rack. I'm ready. Let Marissa hold the cab. He said, whatever, nigga. I'm gonna get it right back. He bust the rack, almost hit the 8-ball in the pocket off the break. Automatic win. But you know, I told that nigga almost fried chicken don't taste good. Shit. All it took was one shot and it was on. I did that nigga. Next. He said, alright, nigga. Good to have you back, Big Mike. You know you're a legend in here. How about that? That nigga knew me and I ain't been in the game for 5 years. I played 7 more games like that, 200 a pop, won them all, and told Marissa I was ready to go. Shit, I came with nothing and I was leaving with like $1,900, you know what I mean? Not bad for the first night. She like, hey Playboy, you think I can catch some dick? Shit, I'm like, hell yeah. I want to put it through your tonsils. We left and stopped by Waffle House with some steak and eggs. Nobody knew, but I had money stashed away in Auntie's house. I was hoping that those pigs didn't find it or that busted motherfucker who was running dope out my house. The next morning I told Marissa I was going for a run. She was like, nigga, don't get smart, I'm trusting you. Because, you know, when you win, I want to go with you. Yeah, ma, I feel you. I'm just going for a jog to stay in shape, you know. You're amongst in the bedroom. Nigga, if you're not backing it, I'm calling the warden. Plain and simple. Like, damn, ma, like that? I got you 1 hour. That's why your bitch ass ain't going with me nowhere. Me and Doom left. Straight got on the motherfucking bus. When the bus stopped, the driver was getting ready to talk shit, but realized that it was me and let me bring Doom with me. Big Mike, what it do, boy? Chillin', man. Look here, here's 100 to take me by the old crib, for sure, man. People upset, arguing, cursing the bus driver out for passing their spot, but fuck them. Thanks, dude, I owe you one. Me and Doom ran to the house, yellow tape all over the place, boards nailed up the window, government property, papers on the door. I hit the back and went for my hiding spot. Looks like no one has touched it. When I opened my spot, the motherfucking cash was still there, hell yeah. All $25,000, nigga. I grabbed the cash and me and Doom bounced. Instead of going back to the house, by that hour I went back to Glenwood Bowling Alley to see if I could spot Carlito or that cat daddy, you know, who set me up in the first place. When I didn't come back at the house by the hour, Marissa called the warden. By the warden was already notified that I was at the bowling alley. Warden had eyes all over. Anybody, if everybody worked for the warden in some sort of fashion. Everybody had love for me still. It's like since I've been gone, there's been no Robin Hoods out here. Marissa came charging in the alley like, nigga, you gonna stop making me look stupid or I'm gonna blow your motherfucking face off. I'm like, chill, ma, I can explain. I wanted to test my pimping on the tables and where the G's be at. But all you had to do was tell me, hey, ma, you too emotional to be a cop. Shut up, nigga. I couldn't tell Shorty the real story on the loot I found, but I needed her still. Hey, Marissa, did you get those pictures for me yet? Yeah, but you got 4 more days until the big day, so if you want privileged information, win, nigga. Shit, Marissa had her mind made up, but somehow I got to get them damn tapes. I mean, I couldn't help but wonder about Steph and my little girl. I didn't even know my baby girl name. I had to find her. Last night, we got a visit from Carlito Sanchez. Marissa grabbed her gat and said, how the fuck you find my house? Doom was growling. Luckily, we decided to keep Doom on a chain. Carlito was like, so we meet again, Cabron. I see my pussy-ass uncle-in-law is a little salty about his boy. But his boy didn't show respect like you 5 years ago. That's why your special air friend had to die. That's why your sister is on the run. And that's why your own homeboy killed your Uncle Ray. All because of me, nigga. So don't be a fool and try to shine because I'll peel your top off so fast. You swear you was a motherfucking Scully. Marissa was screaming at him to leave, but she knew if she didn't shut up, she was gonna get pimp slapped. And if she barked at him, she'd die. I looked at him in the eyes and said, you know what, cuz? It's not impressive to me to see a motherfucking act bad because he got the mob back. And crackhead go play a bitch. But this non-boy is more than that. If you want my respect, you gonna have to earn it, chump, without the mob. Remember, I could have got away, Carlito. I chose to come back and turn myself in. Where you was at. You knew where I was. You ain't trying to get the money back. So you all talk without your mom. Cabron, the reason I didn't bother to get my money from you is because my mom, as you call it, found your boy clean and beat him senseless till he gave him dope packs to distribute out your old house to pay off the debt. Then he turned around and asked me for a motherfucking job. So currently he worked for me. Turned out to be a respected dealer in Brazil. Hey look, sucker, you can't win. But do what you do, nigga. I'm just here to tell you, you don't have to pay me, nigga. Your dad's been paid. You can say fuck my uncle and go free. Or perhaps work for me. As mad as I was with this nigga, he was helping me filling out some of these missing pieces to the puzzle. But I'll deal with the sauce. I'll tell you what, Spick. You came in and said what you wanted. Now go home and worry about if I'ma show up or not, Mr. Tough Guy with your mob. He left, and Marissa hurried up and locked the door. I'ma have to kill this motherfucker. She said, I know. Yo, it was the day of the tournament. Marissa woke up more nervous than me. What's up, boo? You ready? You nervous? You got a plan? I'm like, chill out, girl. I already beat this fool before. I mean, I ain't worried about winning. I'm more concerned about the after effects. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning. The tournament starts at 12:30 p.m. Somebody knocked on the door. When Marissa looked through the peephole, she said, Big Mike, it's the warden. I'm like, man, what this motherfucker came and saw the whole? He ain't been seeing me the whole time. When he opened the door, she opened the door, you know, she like, Warden Rush shaking my hand. He like, man, what's up, man? Like, we down. You ready, Big Mike? I know you are. You want freedom, haha. And I want to see someone break Carlito down. I hated the way the warden would say my name. I really never had respect for nobody who didn't work for what they got. And I wait until a motherfucker obtains some shit and debo it. But he's right. I needed some freedom, and I could find Steph and my baby. You know, I told Marissa everything about me and Steph. You know, she know my plans. She like, why you did that? You know, she understood though. I mean, I ain't need the pictures no more because Carlito already filled me in, you know. So, you know, we fucked one last time and, man, Marissa was fine as shit though. Seemed like the music stopped when I opened the door at the tournament. All eyes is on me. I seen Carlito, you know, spill his drink. This chump really thought I wasn't gonna show up. The water was there too. My name was on the table. I had to play some lame Joe. He looked young, but he wanted to break. I smashed that fool and 29 other niggas after that, just like everybody thought. Next game, Carlito Sanchez versus Big Mike. 1 hour recess is set. When I went to my room, Carlito was there. Hey, stupid, I got something I want you to see. He put a DVD in the TV. It's one of those combo TVs, you know. Got the VHS and DVD. Anyway, I see Steph handcuffed in another room. My little girl duct tape up to her neck. I punched the nigga straight up. He tussled for a minute. The nigga caught me in the jaw. I grabbed my trophy ball off the table and I hit Carlito in the head, causing him to bleed rapidly. He stopped fighting. In fact, the nigga stopped moving. Shit. Carlito posed. And the nigga was official, man. Carlito Sanchez was dead. The door knocked, you know. Some voice outside the door like, everything all right in there? I said, yeah, quickly. You disturbing my time. Oh, check that, cuz I thought I saw Carlito go in your room. And then I heard some noise. But nobody in this bitch but me. I was wondering where Marissa was. She should have been here now. Carlito was in the front room dead. I began to drag Carlito to the bathroom when I got there. Shit, I opened the door. Shit, Marissa, like she hung herself in the bathroom. Nah, Carlito killed her and tied it up, make it look like it was a suicide. I gotta get the fuck out of here, but I had to go back so Carlito could look like he forfeited and I could be free. I left Carlito with Marissa in the bathroom and locked the door and left. As I was walking by, the people got to my table. The crowd was, you know, ecstatic, yelling for me to beat Carlito. But no Carlito. Somebody whispered to the official that Carlito was not in the building. The crowd booed. The judge told Carlito's people they had 10 additional minutes to find him or he'd be disqualified. And I win. You know, he lose the crown. They went off, but the 10 minutes came and there was no Carlito. Even his boys, official announced I was the winner. Warden, you know, he screamed out, "You the man, Big Mike, you the man. You free, I'm free." Then all of a sudden, when the warden held and strength to me, shit, there was a gunfire. I saw the warden catch something like 7-12 gauge bullets, man. Crowd started to stampede. It was my chance to bail. I had to figure out where Steph and my baby is later, but right now I gotta get the fuck out of here. I guess the warden didn't realize he was a fucking in-law. This was an insult to the mob cats. Obviously, Carlito was sour about the warden trying to disgrace him. Even Carlito's death, he was handling folks. Man, I killed his ass though, and I'd do it again if I had to. I can hear the signs coming, and it ain't gonna be long. But they go on my trail and find them bodies. They gonna charge me with 2 murders. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And all I could think of was Brazil. Besides, I need to find clean. I was able to take my tournament ball check for $25 of cash. When I got to the street, I called a cabbie to Atlanta airport and got a flight to Brazil one way, first class. I had to leave while I could. I never even flown there before. All this fuck shit that's been happening in my life, and yet I'm still experiencing some G-ass shit. Only connect I got to find is that my baby was cleaning. I knew he owned a barbershop. I know by now I'm all over the news, plastered on every radio broadcasting. But nigga, I'm on Value Jet. Their TV cable fucked up and the passengers can't see what's going on. I got lucky. It took 36 hours, but the last time I closed my eyes and opened them, bitch, I seen crystal clear water. I made it, dog. Minister kept passports, old evidence tapes, real crazy shit. I never know what happened to that Spanish fly. You know, I hustled, sold weed, ran numbers, hoes, but never thought pool would really get me out the hood, though. As far as I'm concerned, I'm free. When I find clean, I don't know if he's down or not. And if he had anything to do with my family, I'll bust him. Man, I miss doing. He just wasn't meant for us to be together. Always some fucking drama. Flashback to some events I saw on the tape. I was pulling Carlito and popping my head like Steph was forced to suck Carlito's dick, while his goons had a gap to my baby's head duct tape. Brazil. Yo, man, Brazil was the shit for real. Small stomach, thick ass syndrome all over the islands. I mean, I had dough. My ID name was Mac Rollin', man. I told customers my business was personal, tourist type shit. I knew I had to find clean, but I didn't know what his alias was he was using. I remember when he was younger, he used to like to call himself 219, his date of birth. So I figured I'd start asking around for 219. I started to give up, at least for that day, when a cat daddy told me, yeah, he knew him. Tall brother, bald-headed, one of the dons here in Brazil. I was like, bingo, cat, how can I find folk? And right then I realized this old man was the cat daddy that set up the first pool match between me and motherfucking Carlito, man. Here's this motherfucker that caused me such pain in my life, and he don't even realize who the fuck I am. I need him right now. That cat daddy was tired, looking real drunk, hanging in different bars every day. Ain't no telling how he got here. Probably running from a lot of people. He burnt this cat. What you want him for? I used to work for him. Caught me tasting a little C4, and he threw me on my ass. I was familiar with these C4 critters. One of my best friends was on that C4, man. When I gave him like an overdose, I knew I could play on that cat daddy. Look, man, Clean is my cousin. He don't even know I'm here, but I get down on that C4 too. Let's go back and I'll explain to him I told you to taste the product and he was part of my surprise for 219. How do I really know he's your cousin? You could be trying to get him. And I could like further get myself for some shit. I just told a nigga, yeah, you right, you could, but I mean, shit. I'm guaranteeing your ass C4, nigga. At this point, what you riding? Oh, I mean, you ain't got shit. I was hoping that, you know, this nigga can find me a ride. He told me that he knew about a Jaguar outside for sale for $3,000, title and everything. I'm like, yo, let's do it then. Hook it up. I mean, shit, he went to some dude, brought him to me. I gave him the bread. Shit, me and the cat daddy was off. I mean, shit, we rode for about an hour, man. Never seen so much beaches, water so blue. Felt like palm trees was moving with the calypso music, playing all over the radio. I mean, shit, it was like 20 new beaches, nigga. 10 live window holes, even 50 clubs. I mean, this is as close to Amsterdam you was gonna get. I mean, shit, we pulled up to a motherfucking gated estate. Clean had bull masters and golden boxes patrolling throughout the area with, you know, we drove up to the speaker, someone spoke out. Hey, can I help you? I said, man, I'm here to see 219. Motherfucker talking about, yo, what's your name? I said, this Big Mike. Tell him I'm back. The gate automatically swung open. And I drove and followed the path until it led me to Clean door. Clean rushed out the door. I couldn't even get out the car. Good, that nigga like, yo, what's up, nigga? What up, folk? What's the deal? I'm like, shit, I had to. Telling me he had to kill Uncle Ray. You know, or he would have died. I'm like, yeah, cuz I feel you. Carlito told me everything. But trust, He won't be telling nobody nothing no more. He talking about, what you mean, folks? Did you kill him? You heard what I said, nigga. I heard you and him became close. I mean, I hated the nigga, but the nigga's like mob, you know. Then they gonna find you, he gonna kill you. Whether it's today or 20 years from now, you know it. Nigga, where the fuck is Steph? I don't know. You know Steph got a facelift. I know she visited me while I was in. I don't know why Uncle Ray me came back. That nigga had money. Clean phone started ringing. The nigga looking at me all funny. He like, yeah. Look, cuz you killing my uncle is something you gonna have to deal with. Right now, I gotta find Steph. Carlito brought me a tape with Steph tied up while he basically raping her. You know, physically, mentally. When Clean saw me, he saw that cat daddy had just let the nigga come in. But I think that he knew how I worked. He used to always tell me about my people skills. When the cat daddy first heard me tell him that I was Big Mike, I saw the fear in his eyes. He was watching me the whole time. I'm like, Uncle Ray always told me, look a man in his eye before you kill him. So I decided that Clean was, starting to piss me off a little bit with his attitude. So I felt he needed to see how committed I was to finding out the truth. You know what I mean? So I took a look at the cat daddy, he bagging up. I'm like, Big Mike, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry, man, fuck that shit. It's personal and business. Shut up, motherfucker. Explain it to God. So I pulled my silver 9 out, straight from my hip, man, blast the cat daddy ass. I mean, with all my bullets I had in the clip, like 10 of them. Clean talking about calm down. I'm busting him in his living room. I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. You know all this dumb shit was from him. Now tell me what happened with this moving brick shit out my motherfucking house. I'm like, man, you know Carlito had Steph for at least 2.5 years, man. Shit, something you need to know about Steph. When Carlito and Steph used to come, they used to come together. Like what? Like a couple. And that baby, cuz, shit, believe it or not, it's Carlito. How the fuck you figure that? I had to play like I was numb as to what was going on because I'm trying to live. But the truth was I didn't tell Clean about seeing that baby. So how the fuck did he know? Clean must have seen something or heard something. Sort of when my eyes shifted. Next thing I know, this nigga got the gat drawn in me. Talking about, man, I'm sorry, cuz. Leader told me that my debt was paid. And he gave me the disease already. So I made money off these dope pads. I kept fucking with him. Now he offered me kilos for the low, so I couldn't help it. I got in too deep. Yeah, Big Mike, I know you think this is fucked up, but really you was the man in back in the days that all the plans. In fact, your ambition to conquer everything made our lives turn out the way it is. You always blame that cat daddy, but really it was cause of you. I always felt like it was your fault. You know, killing Uncle Ray was a plug, but really I wish it was you on the other end of this gun one day. And stuff, shit, she was there. She was the motherfucker that called me to let me know. Shit, you wanna know why Uncle Ray didn't want you to know nothing? Why, nigga? Cause in Chicago, he was with Carlito, man. Fucking with his warehouse. Managed to rob some of Carlito's men. I mean, it's around and old, but you know, your uncle was gonna die anyway for fucking with the mob. Oh, so you know everything about the mob. You might as well shoot me, folks. And what you telling me is right. Ain't no need to think about stuff. Fuck the baby. And what if Clean was lying? Suddenly I heard shots. Then I felt this nigga done shot me in the leg. I'm sorry, folks. This is me now. See you on the other side. I just knew this was it for me. Shouldn't surprise me though, just my luck. A real Charlie Brown. Clean standing over me when I started seeing the female heels running the waters. It was Steph screaming, Clean, stop nigga, let him go, don't kill him. Clean turned to look at the Steph. I shot that nigga right in his motherfucking face with my motherfucking 380, nigga. He backed up, dropped. He wasn't dead. I turned to Steph, then she pulled out on me. What the fuck, man? I saw her boo, but after you started blocking my calls, I was in jail. I felt like you was fucking me. Carlito started coming around being real sweet, telling me a lot about her lies. But you was out there, so you know, I became weak. Then you wasn't returning my letters. That's cause I was trying to grind, save money. I knew after you came and finally visit, but before that I had sex with Carlito when I was pregnant. I'm sorry. But you made me think that my kid was mine. No, I didn't. I never told you the baby was yours. You assumed. I pulled the trigger right then and caught Steph in the chest. She shot back, but the bullets went in the air. I can't believe a couple of months without hand for me, bitch. You treat me like we was never brothers and sisters. Fuck me. Tell me you love me. I shot her again in her kneecap. None of this made sense, and Steph could tell me, Big Mike, she was in hell. I used to get raped, girl gang bang. I'm sorry. I felt a little sorry for her, but it's hard. But this bitch caused me to suffer. As far as I know, she killed Uncle Ray. Clean, Steph, all us laying down, but I was the only one that could stand up. I hopped over to Clean and finished them all. And I looked at Steph and I finished her ass off too. I started hearing crying like from a little tot. When I hobbled out the door, a little girl in the hallway looking for her mommy. I could hear the cop sirens. I figured, shit, I done came too far for this little girl, man. Whether she mine or not, I love her. So I grabbed her, tried to make it right. Man, I need to get to the ride, but it's too late. The cops is there 20 deep. So me and the girl went into the wilderness. I could hear the dogs. Shit, they getting tired. I'm getting tired. Seems like we don't have enough strength. When I look down, a little girl, shit, I just couldn't let her fall into the system, man. Dogs barking in our direction. I saw a boat at the hill, man. As we ran there, got to the boat. It was old school, like rower boat shit. No motor. I put baby girl in the boat. We started paddling, man, as fast as I could. I thought we was in the clear. A letter fell out in the girl pocket. I picked it up and opened it. The letter read, Big Mike, by the time you read this, I'll probably be dead. But I just wanted you to know she is your baby girl. Clean was ordered to tell you that she belonged to Carlito. Take care of our little girl. Don't let her get to the system. Show her pulls me out the hood. Your baby Steph. I will always love you. Right then I saw White. See the cops' dogs, man. They spotted me, man. And they was ordered to shoot on sight. And I was hit. Yeah, man. Right after finding out Sierra was really mine. So I told you I was related to Charlie Brown, man. My baby was definitely, I'm not gonna fall in the fucking system. So I'm like, fuck that. I couldn't let it happen. I knew I was dying. These bitches shot me in the heart, but I had 1 ounce of energy. And yeah, I used it and I shot Sierra. Cause I'd be damned if she was gonna fall into the system, man. Fuck that. If I was wrong, then I'll just burn, man. I don't give a fuck. No more prison for me. When I woke up, I was in a Brazilian hospital. Big Pete was holding Sierra. That's right, Big Pete, nigga. Shit, she wasn't hit. I thought I shot her, but I didn't. Big Pete told me that I shot the boat and it sunk. I got shot, but not in the heart, just in the shoulder. Big Pete, and shit, he used to help Clean move bricks. And shit, he got shot. When he went to the doctor that he knew, Grady Hospital. Damn, nigga, when I heard the commotion going on, shit, that Clean spot, shit, then I saw you. I knew what I had to do. When shit started getting real hot for me, so the last time Clean came to town, he hooked me up with a one-way ticket to Brazil and got me a job as a custom cop. So I could be convenient asset and stack mine too. After your boat started sinking, the cops left. And they figured you was dead. They didn't realize who you were, and you was one in the United States. So I stayed behind one of my men under me and told him to jump in and bring y'all up. Gave him 20,000 American money to forget y'all was alive and take y'all to the nearest hospital. So here y'all are in protective custody. I had to do that solid for you. I told you cause whenever I heard you scream, I'll be running. Now who's this little girl? And then Pete, man, that'd be NCL, man. That day I told Big Pete everything. He didn't realize none of this shit was even going on. Never thought Clean could do this shit. Big Pete went to Clean house and hit the safe that cop wasn't aware of. It was at least 50,000 in one safe and at least 30,000 in the other. Me, Pete, and Sierra caught the fight to Trinidad, brought her in state. Shit, now we shoot poof and bum. And that's my story, fofo. Now go to bed.
Y'all know shit. I hit him with the day shit. I tried to fuck his face up. Fine, give me the blanket, let the cell door close. I'll lay up. I'm telling you now, make that fucking pay up before the bitch shit keeps spreading around like a Jacob watch. Pretty soon everybody gonna have it on the block. I'm the beginning, the middle, start and stop, motherfucker. Hey yo, that shit right here, right there, be self-explanatory. Hey yo, that shit right here, right there, be self-explanatory. Hey yo, that shit right here, right there, be self-explanatory. Hey yo, that shit right here, right there, be self-explanatory. Hey yo, that shit right here, right there, be self-explanatory. Hey yo, that shit right here, right there, be self-explanatory. Hey yo.